Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a pretty long time, but if you don't know me, I am James and I'm the founder of Agency Launch. We help agency owners, online coaches, consultants, pretty much any service-based business with a high ticket offer scale by implementing done-for-you client acquisition systems across cold email, Loom automation, paid advertising, VSL funnels, commission-only sales closers, appointment setters, the whole 9 yards. We do it all. If you're interested in knowing about what we do in more detail, there is a 4-minute video on our website, agencylaunch.io, so check that out. There's also some testimonials and also a chance for you to book a time to speak with myself. So if you're interested, go to there. But in this video, I want to talk about how you can, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, create an irresistible offer, which is going to help you book more meetings, right? This is the number one important variable for anyone that is trying to scale their business, because if your offer doesn't resonate, if it doesn't make sense to cold audiences, they don't know who you are, then they're not going to book a time to speak with you, right? They need a reason. They need a true reason, because at the end of the day, they're going to be exchanging their money for your service, right? But they don't care about how you do things. They don't care about, oh, we do this, we do that. They care about the result they're paying for, right? So once they give you 10 grand, what are they getting back in return? Is it going to be more valuable than 10 grand? Is it going to be a profitable experience for them? Because no one wants to make a bad deal, right? So it's got to have a guaranteed ROI. And I think that's the best way to actually onboard new clients a lot faster. And yeah, so I'm going to break down exactly how we do it. Or this is, I guess, is a very simple version of what we do. And it works. It works with any niche, any kind of business that you operate. So give it a go, right? So just like to start, the most important thing to focus on is the X, the Y, and the Z. So we help X achieve Y in Z or enter guarantee, right? So what you need to input is your niche, the desired result, and then the timeline for that desired result. And then also the guarantee, you can say, or you don't pay, or you get your full money back, or we work for free. But yeah, that should pretty much be a staple in your business right now. If you're just saying to people like, we run ads for e-com brands and, we do our best, like, that's not great. People don't care. People don't care that you run ads for other people. They don't even really care how much you're doing for other people. They care about themselves. So you got to direct this offer at them, right? So to break this down as well, because a lot of people I speak to this about, they say, I don't want to work for free. I don't want to give them their money back. I don't want them to, I don't want to basically miss out on the sale by having to refund them after the period is over, right? Which I completely understand. However, that's the wrong mindset, right? There has to be some sort of conditional format agreement for them to be viable for the guarantee or for the return or the refund, right? Because there's so many moving variables, especially in a done for you and a done with you service, that you can't control. So as long as you put a box around those variables, you can much more confidently sell it with a guarantee. And the bottom line is, if you 100% believe in your skill, 100% believe in your service, you're not going to have cold feet whether you should offer a guarantee or not. And if anything, it will make you work harder. It will make you do more for your clients. So I think it's a win-win in the long term. And of course, overall, let's say, sign 100 clients with a guarantee and you sign 100 clients without a guarantee. With the guarantee, you're probably going to refund more people than without, but it's not going to be drastically different. For every 100 people you sign with a guarantee, maybe you refund 5 max. Without a guarantee, you don't refund, but you will still have people that are upset with your service and it might leave you a bad review. If you refund someone, they're not going to leave you a bad review. They're going to respect that you held your word and that you're a good person, and that will go a much further way than retaining that small amount of cash compared to where you want to go in your business. So it's all about focusing on the result and client satisfaction, right? So then you retain more customers and then you get more referrals as well. So to break this down and how we do it and how I recommend you should do it is you have a conditional guarantee, right? So in the agreement the client signs, you say, this guarantee is only viable if you do this, right? So an example could be respond to leads in 5 minutes, follow our instructions within 12 hours, spend X amount on paid advertising, never miss a coaching session, right? You can really build this out depending on your service and depending on where you see the biggest bottlenecks in your kind of service. For like a done with you, obviously the problem's going to be the clients aren't taking action, right? That you give them this information and then they don't take action, or they do it a different way to what you told them, and then they blame you for the results or the timeline to get those results, which doesn't make sense because they're not doing what you've told them to do. Therefore, it's not a direct correlation with what you said with the result. So having this conditional guarantee will help tremendously. So I highly recommend anyone that is concerned over like agreements and everything like that to at least have some sort of criteria that should be met. Even if you don't have a guarantee, just have it there so you can refer back to the client. You know, if they're experiencing poor results, be like, are you doing these 5 things? If they're not doing those 5 things, then you can say, right, in the next 3 weeks or a month, let's do this. Let's do these things and let's see if your results increase. If they don't, we'll refund you, right? You've got to have a level of understanding, and the expectations have to be set from the very beginning of when you onboard a client, okay? So an examples of this, like 3 different examples for e-com agency, for a realtor or real estate agency, or even just like what we're doing where we target agency owners primarily, right? So we help e-commerce brands go viral on TikTok in 16 weeks, or we work for free. That's pretty good, right? It's not bad. It's very intriguing. TikTok's on trend right now. A lot of e-com brands are looking towards TikTok. This is kind of a no-brainer offer because going viral subsequently means, you know, more money, especially in this day and age with how it operates and everything like that. So that is your offer as an e-com agency that you can put in front of potential clients. Now, the great thing about this is your offer is fluid, right? Your offer isn't set in stone. You can change it anytime you want. You can also acquire booked appointments from your offer. And then if they're not qualified for that offer, you can change what the service is, right? So if you have an e-commerce brand and they come to you for UGC content and you promise them that they'll achieve X amount of results with that content, but they have no followers on TikTok and they have less than 10K monthly revenue, you can say to them, look, your brand is not established enough for us to confidently offer you this guarantee. However, we do see big potential in what you guys are trying to build and we love to be a part of it. So let's go through what it could look like from a different service point of view and what we can offer you going forward. And then they respect that. They don't want to be sold a lie. So as long as you're respectful and you actually understand that not everyone's going to meet your guarantee, then you can change your service delivery expectations from the very beginning before they even become a client, right? So just a different thing to think about. And then we book realtors 5 listing appointments in 30 days or they don't pay. So listing appointments, 5 in 30 days, they don't pay. So that, again, if they hit the criteria, then they don't pay, means that you can then just work for free for 30 days to make sure you hit that mark. Or maybe that they don't spend any more advertising on Facebook and then you'll take over that part for them. You could also have a one-time setup fee where you pay us one time, we get you 5 listing opportunities or appointments, and if we don't do that in 30 days, we'll work for free until that happens. There's so many different ways you can change, especially at the pricing as well. But it's all about being creative, and the most important thing is, what does your clients want? What are they looking for in the day-to-day of their business? Is it more customers? Is it more appointments? Is it more sales? Is it what is that variable? What is that keyword that actually pulls them in? And then you can build a guarantee around that result. And then for us, for example, we book 100 appointments for agency owners in 16 weeks where they don't pay. So that's our current offer, and it's still very much active. So if you're interested in that and you want 100 appointments for your agency, let us know, and we can walk you through our systems. We can show you some client results. We can do whatever you want. And then if you think it's a good fit for you, we'll help you out. But if not, no worries. And then pricing, I guess, is the one thing I want to talk about. The pricing is interesting, right? You can do a couple of things. You can do one time. You can do recurring, which is my least favorite, and then you can do setup plus, I can't spell, performance. Family's not going to save me. Yes, it is. Okay. And then I'm sure there's other stuff, but these are the most 3 common ones. So if you're doing a one-time payment, it's going to be, one time, no monthly returning fee, and then if they want a payment plan, then you could offer them a payment plan. But the idea is they're not paying for monthly results; they're paying for a product. So for our product, for example, it's a one-time payment, right? They're not paying us for monthly results; they're paying us to build them a done-for-you automated client acquisition system that will be with them forever. So they keep the team, they keep their offer, they keep the frameworks, they keep all the softwares, everything is theirs for life, right? So in a weird sense, we don't actually have retention in terms of like monthly recurring like you would an ads agency, right? People pay us one time, we do the system, we promise them results, and then it happens like that. Whereas for you as an ads agency, you might have like a recurring monthly fee where it's month to month. If you do this, I'd recommend to have a minimum of a 90-day agreement, because once you add up your costs, once you add up your cost per acquisition, your team, if you do month to month, you're never going to make money if a client comes on in the first 30 days, they don't get the same results because they'll just leave. And we all know it takes longer than 30 days to actually, one, onboard the client properly, understand their business, and start getting insane results. So that's why a minimum of 90-day agreement for most services is a very safe bet. It allows you to really build that relationship as well and get onboarded with their whole systems and start seeing the best results possible. So the other option is setup and performance, which I actually really like. So you could have, let's say, for the realtor one, right? So okay, the setup fee is going to be $3,000, and then you pay us $500 per listing appointment we get you, right? Or something like that. So it could be less than that. I don't know too much about the realtor niche, or if that would make sense, but depending on the value you're providing. So let's say from one listing closed, a realtor would make, let's just say they make 10K. I don't know if that's way low or way high. Let's say they make 10K. Then what you're saying is we'll take 5% of that. So then you say 500 per listing appointment, or you could even say 1,000 per listing deal closed, whatever you want to make sense of there. So then you have your setup fee, which covers cost per acquisition. It covers your team's fees for the next 90 days. And then everything else after that is just profit, right? So then it also puts you in the right mindset of results. Because if they just pay you monthly, you're going to be less, involved, and less. You're not going to give it as much attention as you would if you've got skin in the game, right? So it's nice to have skin in the game where you are paid by performance as well. We did actually have an offer a while ago where we did a setup fee of $3K plus $50 per booked appointment over a 90-day period for agency owners. So that worked really well. People were really interested because it wasn't like a crazy figure up front, and they were only going to pay us once someone got on the call. So yeah, it's interesting. Like, pricing can be changed. Again, it's very fluid. You could literally have one appointment, suggest this pricing model. If it doesn't work out for you, you don't feel confident in that, you can then change that, right? So whether it's going to be your offer, whether it's going to be your guarantee, whether it's going to be your price, it's not set in stone. You change this frequently until you hit something that makes complete sense. And so just keep chopping, changing until you feel like it's fluid and that you're happy with what you've got. We did it a lot. I think in the beginning we must have changed our offer at least 4 times. We've changed our service is always changing as well. So you think about the more clients you onboard, the better your service is going to become, the more things you can add. So again, everything's just going to improve, meaning the more you improve, the better the client results, and the better the client results, the more you can charge for a service. So everything is constantly evolving anyway. So yeah, just food for thought in that area, and it's interesting. So have a look through this video, read it, watch it back, maybe give it a go. If you haven't got an offer which is irresistible, if you haven't got a headline which makes sense, if you haven't got pricing and timeline which doesn't make sense, then just give it a go. Let me know how you get on as well. I'm interested. Just the thought process I went through this morning, obviously working with a lot of our new clients and trying to build them a perfect offer. So I kind of formulated this on a document I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully it helps some of you out and understand what you need to be focusing on when building your offer and trying to scale your agency. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up on Facebook in our Facebook group at Agency Growth Secrets. Email me, reply to this video wherever you see it. I'm more than happy to help whoever needs it. And in the meantime, have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you soon.